Here we go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. The Longhorns will kick it away to get this game going. He'll return it from inside the 5. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. The Bulldogs offense will have the football first here. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them, and they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Well, Texas and Georgia hasn't taken long for these two to establish a rivalry in the SEC. 2 memorable collisions last season, regular season in Austin. The Georgia pass rush just got after Texas. Hard-fought, close win. And then the rematch for the SEC championship game. Another game where Georgia just made enough plays, Kirk, to win.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great matchup every single time these teams get together in the SEC. Having Texas with their tradition, what Sark's doing with that program, obviously what Kirby's doing with Georgia. It's one of those matchups every single year when they're up on the calendar. You circle it. 2 great games last year. Georgia finding a way to get it done both times. You got to believe that Sark and Texas looking for payback.
Back to throw. It's Stockton. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
The Bulldogs will bring their punt team onto the field. It's a booming punt, showcasing the leg strength. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there are secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking right, this one caught. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Longhorns pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Hey, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's 3rd down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
The Longhorns pick up enough to get a first down there. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Here comes the handoff. A quick breaks into the clear. Breaking tackles and going. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Gain moves the ball to the 38, another first down. Send the back in motion. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Branch. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
That completion sets up a second down play. Quick throw caught on the left side. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Can he get there on the ground and gain enough to set up first down now at the 39? Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Tight end goes in motion. And the quarterback keeps it here.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Dropping back. It's Stockton. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Try and muscle for the first down. Here he goes. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a first down at the 21.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Same tailback, another carry. Who's in the clear? They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back, really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
And the Bulldogs will line up here on first down and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
2nd and goal for the offense. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
They're set now to try the PAT. And it's good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Quick throw complete to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Target with a throw, incomplete. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. It's complete on the crossing route. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Quarterback will throw it off the run pass option. The Longhorns look to keep this drive moving. To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. To the air. It's Manning. Grabbed by the receiver. Breaks into the clear. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. A pre-snap motion from the offense. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Becoming a long drive. The 9th play coming up. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Just a great play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a form tackle while driving the offensive player back in the process.
3rd and very long. Can they make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions this drive? Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a 1st down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
2nd down after that previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick throw. The catch is made. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that receiver back in the process.
And the drive that will not end, it is a long way to go on 3rd down here. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Longhorns.
What a beautiful post route right over the top, and it splits this defense for 6 points. Great recognition by the quarterback to see the void in the middle 3rd of this secondary and confidently deliver that strike.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On the run, it's Frazier. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Second down, we're going to throw it. Wrap down the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down after a short gain there.
If you play zone coverage and the quarterback is patient, this is a tough play to defend. Nice job of waiting for the receiver to get into the window and then making an accurate throw.
Receivers are bunched together. Dropping back. It's Stockton. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to... here he goes. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Well, this is the risk of playing man-to-man coverage for the defense. You got to spy the quarterback to prevent him from picking up big yards like this. Good decision by the quarterback and a good job of using those legs.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Important second down play coming up. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Tackle, but first down.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Using his legs on the scramble. He's in the clear. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Looking to set up a screen pass here.
Chris, the execution here on the screen pass was okay by the offense. The defense just almost anticipating the screen. He had nowhere to go.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. The tight end has got it. Enough to convert on 3rd there. So first down from the 12 now.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Now the all-important extra point. And there's the point after. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Play action here on first down. Close to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41. So off the play fake there, the big tight end gets open downfield.
Well, I love this call right here. Anytime you can run the football, eventually it opens up play action. Linebackers and safeties' eyes are in the backfield. They lose the tight end completely, and a quarterback throws that one on rhythm for a nice gain.
Takes off in a bootleg. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Incompletion makes it second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The pickup is 6 yards, so third down and 4 now.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Quarterback still with the football. Fighting off the defender. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Longhorns will have to punt this one away. Kick is away high, headed toward the sideline. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. So the drive will begin backed up at their own 6-yard line. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
Now it's second down here. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. The sure hands, it's Frazier. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. The Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's a short completion to the tight end. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass, the catch is made. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Dogs will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. This is an absolute boomer of a punt. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On first down, it's play action. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? To throw, it's Manning. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
But the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. And looking to throw now on first down. Contact as he threw it. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
Quarterback did a good job of hanging in there and delivering the pass, knowing that the hit was coming, and it paid off.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking to throw again. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. What a catch! And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Motion now from the tight end. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quick completion to the tight end.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on third down. On the run here. Let's it go. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
The Dogs will kick it away to get us going in the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. To throw, it's Manning. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble now.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, and he makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
And now the handoff. First down, looking for more now. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
These guys didn't let the halftime break slow them down. They continue to dominate the line of scrimmage, give the ball to the back. Nice big positive gain to get things started here in the second half.
The Longhorns are on the move here. And they'll go right back to him on first down. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. An important third down attempt for this offense. To the air, it's Manning. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. He hands it off from the gun. Breaks into the clear. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Look at this offensive line paved the way for this back on this huge run. This is the way you come out to start the second half, working with a lead.
The Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Grab behind the line, it's Moore. Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And it's incomplete. Tried to lob the ball up there, but doesn't connect.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on third down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He's got room to run. Across the 30. Now here he goes. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
All it took was one explosive play to move the ball across midfield. First down to the 48. Off the play fake on first down. On the move now. Using his legs here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
This is really good pressure applied by the defense. They force him out to his left, but with nobody home, he decides to tuck it and go. He's able to turn it into a nice short gain.
Second down play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. Catch hauled in here over the middle. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds his man. It's Branch. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it. Oh, what a move.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. Does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. We got a new set of downs.
And the Bulldogs line up with a 1st and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
No gain on 1st makes it 2nd down and goal from the 7. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, there's 2 straight incompletions now, and it's going to bring up a big 3rd and goal. Remember, don't be afraid to expand that playbook. You don't have to always look to throw the ball, especially after a couple incompletions. Don't be afraid to run the football. Your back can get to the end zone.
3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. First down, looking to throw the football. The receiver makes the catch. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground here. And shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short gain. third down play for this offense. They'll try to run for the first down. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up fourth down and 1. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Steps into this one, and it's a boomer. Wow. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Running back grabs it on a screen. Great cut, they whiff on him. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Man, I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
One big play, and the offense has flipped the field. They're across the 50, set up with a first down. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
The Dogs will have to kick this away. He's on to boot it away now. And he drives the punt deep. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He's running out of time here. He breaks free. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Offense getting set. It's second down. The shotgun running play call. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He fires downfield. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Manning. Short connection to the tight end here. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And here's the handoff. Running with purpose. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Can he make it to the marker? He's in the clear. That gain moves the ball to the 17, 1st down.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
It's a shotgun run call. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Over the middle, it's Washington. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on 1st down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass. It's Manning. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Here comes the point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. He's looking to scramble.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Here's the second down play. To throw, it's Stockton. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Breaks into the clear. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Boy, the quarterback looks so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal 3rd down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Lets it go quickly. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 38. Looking to chuck it again. This time a completion. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Grab down the middle. It's Branch. And the gain just good enough for a first down. So he finds one of his favorite targets. Kirk, defense thinking, what do we have to do to stop this guy?
How about the double coverage on 3rd down? Great call to be able to try to take away this highly touted wide receiver. And the quarterback is still looking to go to his guy for the conversion, and he comes through. No wonder he keeps throwing him the football.
Makes the grab. It's Frazier. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
QB bootlegs here. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
Blown coverage here, and the receiver is just waiting in the end zone all by himself. You won't see an easier touchdown catch than that maybe all season.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And one big play has moved the ball across midfield. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. pounding away with the run game. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. 3rd down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this 3rd down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
Back to throw. It's Manning. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it in the open. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Oh, big hookup here. They're forced to throw the ball on 3rd down, and the connection's going to keep this drive alive, and also, more importantly, just keep that clock moving.
And the pass is incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Breaks into open space. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Heck of a job here by the defense on this 3rd down to keep them short of the 1st down. Now it's 4th down, and an interesting decision for this offense with the lead. Do they punt the ball away, or do they go for it?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
So much attention being paid to the outside of these receivers. Really opens up a nice void there in the middle of this defense. Quarterback makes a good throw.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. 1st down at the 44.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Oh, what a grab! Brought down quickly, but the gain moves the football to the 30. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Grab made by the tight end. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Looking for 6. Oh, and he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Try to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Georgia.
Chris, they did what they had to do with his touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. He escapes the pocket, refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, I mean, this game is essentially over, and these guys are still fighting and trying to get the ball into the end zone, and they do. Those are the kind of things that coaches pay attention to, and really you start to learn about who are your fighters, who are your foxhole guys. We're learning that about this team today.
Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated them.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.